What happened to us?
We grew up.
I don't remember.
No one ever does.
Why does that sound so cold?
Because it is.
The energy keep me alive comes through this socket. Every time it happens, there's always a task. All I know, I want out.
I want you to cheer even louder if you think it should be done again.
Yeah, having it in the UCI last year was great. It was really fantastic. We got a great response from, from UCI, who were very supportive and were with us all the way, and from everyone that came to it, and just the general community in Tallaght, and around the area.
This year we're having the event in the Civic Theatre. Now the Civic's quite good actually, because it's quite an intimate setting, and it's also got raised seating, and the equipment is quite good in it as well. As well as that, we're also going to have a technical director on tap, so they'll be there to help us with lighting and the whole setting up of the show. The Civic will also hold 250 people, so that's great. There's a lot of people there on the night to be able to see their films, and means people can bring friends and family along to see their work as well.
We're working on a very tight budget. We have to still go and hire equipment that has to be paid for. For me, that would have been quite difficult, because you're ringing people, you're looking for funding, and I have to explain to them what Film Academy Ireland is about first, then what we're actually going to do and why we need funding. So I found that to be a real challenge.
We ran a scripts competition again this year, and that involves taking in a load of scripts, and then we kind of read through them and try to pick out what we think is the best script, and then we produce that. And for the first time we've members that have people signed up to Film Academy Ireland that we can use to make up the crew and the cast for that production. And the idea behind that is that we're kind of bringing different filmmakers together, cameramen, soundmen, actors together that wouldn't know each other, and therefore we're kind of creating a network. And that's exactly what Film Academy Ireland is about.
Our ancestors have died for this country. I mean, charging for rubbish at this day and age. I mean, that's what it is at the end of the day. Charging for rubbish. Rubbish. Or trash, as the Americans say. Actual trash.
Standard was pretty good last year of the films we got in. We had a broad range of stuff from, we had productions from students that were making them in college, people who had just come out of college, and we also had one production that was made by children who they shot it and they acted in it.
This year we're breaking it up into 3 categories for the films. Last year we had a very high standard, so this year we wanted to make sure that we had a category that could suit first-time amateurs, so people that have very little experience in making films. So we're showing them at the beginning of the evening, and then halfway through the evening we're going to have people that are a little bit more experienced in making films, and we're going to show their films. And that brings us right up to our main event of the evening. Now our main event is quite special. It's something that I encountered on the internet when I was looking for short films and for pretty much films that were made on zero budget. And we came across Reign of the Fallen. Now Reign of the Fallen was shot by Jonathan Wang and David McLeavy. It's an amazing piece that has been put together with zero budget. So when I encountered this, I contacted them to see if they'd be interested in showing it in Ireland.
I find myself wondering, what exactly is it that makes you my master?
You have much to learn of life, my son.
You still have much to learn about strength.
I've always known a moment like this would come.
You will die before the Sith even arrive.
But I don't have time to wait.
I'd like to think that in a few years' time that we would have people coming from all over Ireland to have their films shown on our screens. I'd like to think that people could leave college and work here in Ireland in film and not feel the need to have to go abroad to get recognised or to be trained up.
Well, I want to get people of all ages, you know, young and old, to get involved in it, you know.
I'd like to think that we would be supportive enough to those people out there that they wouldn't have to go any further than Ireland.
They say there are demons in the deep wastes. Remnants from before the Great War.
The Sith are on their way. We cannot defeat their army. You think a pilgrimage into the wasteland is the answer? Something on your mind?
I find myself wondering, what exactly is it that makes you my master?
You have much to learn of life, my son.
You still have much to learn about strength.
I've always known a moment like this would come.
You will die before the Sith even arrive.
But I don't have time to wait.